Good morning, everybody. We've made it to Thursday. It is June 29th.
Happy Thursday. Thanks for joining us. Let's go ahead and check right away with Mike for any kind of good news. I mean, any rain chances, lower humidity?
Short of somebody dropping a snow cone on our lap, we'll take any relief we can get.
We've been talking about how it's going to be little small steps. So yesterday, 102, still very high, but wasn't the 104 as the previous day. And then shave off a couple of more degrees today. And yes, we have been seeing the lower humidity in the afternoon. I mean, if you're in the direct sun, it's still pretty toasty out there, but it's just not like, you know, sitting in the steel mill at the blast furnace like it has been in the past week or so, couple of weeks. We do have mostly clear skies right now. We'll see a couple of clouds hanging around here. We are at 79 degrees right now. Comfort 75, still 80 at Canyon Lake, and the humidity is actually a little bit up by a degree or so compared to what it was. These dew points are up a degree or so compared to this time yesterday. Still, it's not ridiculously humid. Getting there in New Braunfels, though, with 77 for dew point, 76 up there at Canyon Lake. So heat index readings right now, still 85 Canyon Lake, 83 at New Braunfels, 82 at the airport. The big high, the thing that has been sitting on top of us, I mean, you can still see it in the water vapor imagery, this clockwise rotation, but the center of that, which had been right on top of us, is now continuing to work its way off to the east. So that's taking the high, really high temperatures with it. It's going to put the lid off the atmosphere as well, so that's going to allow something to pop up in the next few days. Mold, pigweed are both on the low side. We do still have a heat advisory only for our extreme eastern counties. Still, you want to watch it. It's still very hot out there, but just not hitting that criteria. CPS, yellow day as far as conservation. Scan the QR code, find out more about that. Throughout the rest of today, 90 at noon, 100 high temperature. Yes, we're still 7 above normal. Not what we had earlier in the week. Low humidity in the afternoon. I think you're going to like the forecast, especially once we get into next week. Details in just a couple of minutes. Steph, Mark.
New this morning, a father and 2 of his 5 kids were hit by someone driving an SUV while trying to cross a highway last night. It happened around 9:30 in the 10,000 block of Northwest Military Highway near Hardberger Park. Now, San Antonio police said the driver in the SUV tried to stop but was unable to and hit the father, was pushing 2 kids in a stroller. Police say the victims had minor injuries and were taken to a hospital. Other children were not hurt. The driver of the SUV stopped and tried to help. Police say it just looks like it was an accident.
VIA says it is listening to neighbors' concerns about redeveloping the Scobie complex. So that's a property near downtown that VIA owns, and it wants to turn into a mixed-use space with some affordable housing. One neighbor told KSAT that she is concerned that housing may not be considered affordable for that area. VIA says it is working with development firm Dream On to redevelop the space. However, it would not serve as a landlord. And in a statement shared with KSAT, VIA says in part, quote, while our development partner continues to do its due diligence before returning to VIA with a proposed binding development agreement, we will continue to listen to the community and work to address concerns as they arise.
A San Antonio man back in custody after escape from the jail for a short time. Deputies say Rock Chavez was set to begin a jail sentence yesterday when he ran away from an unsecured area of the Bexar County Jail. Chavez was originally supposed to serve 30 days in lifetime recovery for a criminal mischief conviction, but is now facing additional charges after trying to escape. Well, now to the travel disruptions at our nation's airports. Many air passengers across the U.S. facing more delays, more cancellations after days of severe weather and grounded flights.
As major airlines try to help those impacted customers, ABC's Justin Finch reports that they're gearing up for a rush of 4th of July holiday travelers as soon as today.
This morning, an investigation underway after a close call at the Charlotte, North Carolina airport.
I shot a text message out to my mom and my dad, told them I loved them.
Delta Airlines pilots alerting all 96 passengers and crew to brace for impact after realizing their Boeing 717's front landing gear was malfunctioning.
They made a flyby by the tower so the tower could actually look at the nose. It was the wheel itself that was jammed up into that wheel well.
The pilot safely landing, no injuries reported.
Within seconds of seeing and smelling the smoke, we were all kind of applauding the landing.
But the runway was shut down, delaying hundreds more flights at a critical U.S. airport.
You can't go from 3 runways to 2 at a major hub here without seeing that impact flight operations.
Flight operations nationwide still reeling from days of severe weather and staffing shortages at airlines and air traffic control. The U.S. Travel Association now urging Congress to prioritize FAA funding to hire more air traffic staff as disruptions mount. From Saturday to yesterday, 38,000 flights were canceled or delayed. Frustrations at U.S. airports growing.
I've got my wife who hasn't slept in like 36 hours. I've got 2 kids. They were just absolutely spent.
After 18 hours of delays, this man finally flew home to North Carolina alone. He says a gate agent in Oklahoma broke the news.
I was like, did you guys already board? Are you waiting on me? And she was like, no, honey. She said, you're the only passenger left in this airport.
Peak travel begins today for the 4th of July, with nearly 3 million passengers expected to pass through airports Friday. Transportation Secretary Buttigieg urging air travelers to know their rights in case they're stranded. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
The U.S. Supreme Court has saved the big items for last. It's expected to rule today on student loans, affirmative action, and more. There are 7 total cases remaining from the term that began back in October. The rulings will decide the fate of millions of Americans with federal student loans, a 40-year precedent of race-conscious college admissions processes.
One of the men convicted of killing the father of basketball legend Michael Jordan is asking for a new hearing. Daniel Green has filed a motion with the court on his behalf after he fired his attorney. Now, Green is serving a life sentence for killing James Jordan back in 1993. Now, James Jordan was shot and killed as he parked his car off the highway to take a nap. However, Green claims he was at a family party when Jordan was killed. His filing also argues the jury did not find him guilty of pulling that trigger, and the state never put on any evidence that his co-defendant, Larry Demery, shot Jordan. The judge has not made a ruling on whether Green will receive a new trial.
I was hoping we'd have this story this morning, and we do. Domingo Germán of the New York Yankees has pitched the 24th perfect game in Major League Baseball history, retiring every Oakland batter in an 11-0 victory over the A's. It was the first perfect game since Seattle Mariners ace Felix Hernandez threw in against the Tampa Bay Rays August 15th of 2012. The 30-year-old right-hander had never thrown a complete game in the big leagues. He was winless in his 6 previous outings against the Oakland Athletics. Big night for the New York Yankees last night.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Congrats.
History made as we watch.